happened to us? What happened to me? What happened as I let it slip? I was confused by the powers that be, forgetting names and faces. Passers-by were looking at me as if they could erase it. Baby, did you forget to take your meds? Baby, did you forget to take your meds?
Welcome to Trans and Money Community. My name is Tony, and today's video we are going to analyze the madness in the markets because the tariff. We have, as we mentioned yesterday in the Spanish channel, that today can have a lot of volume. And look at this, $38.3 billion in Bitcoin, a drop of 8%, Ethereum 60%, Solana 60%. Spectacular, the drop we had in the markets. In traditional markets, we have like circuit breakers stopping the market to trade. You can follow that in the x.com. We have Thailand bans the shorts. Hong Kong worst close since 1997. We have the craziness from China, US. We have some countries that already agree to have free markets, no tariff, like Vietnam, Taiwan. They agree to do free markets. So European Union basically say no, they're gonna raise the taxes. So basically, US is gonna raise the taxes again. I don't know which is a strategy. India is agreeing to negotiate. So we have a lot of tension now in the market, and we are counting down to open the American markets, and this can be brutal amount of volume, and it's not 100% sure that it's going to be a crash. We are 3 hours to open in the US market, so let's see how we can profit from this situation. We had yesterday we were talking about that we had 3 key levels: 80, 75, and 70. So right now, before we open the market, the point is we want to retest the 80, 81, or we want to test the 70s. So this is going to be brutal for the markets. What the futures of US Standard & Poor's is saying, we have a small bounce, but we have a very big crash. So let's see if the markets can recover. And a lot of people is talking about that probably US is gonna cut rates. I mean, the Federal Reserve, that we have the announcement. Where was that? Thursday, in 2 days and 8 hours, we have the FOMC minutes from the Federal Reserve, and Thursday, and we have core inflation data from US. So be ready, because we have great movements in the following hours. And let's see if the US markets, they agree with the Asian markets and the European markets, that they are super negative. Let's see what happened in the following hours. Right now we have a small bounce, not bounce, but recovering from the big crash, but it's not just decided yet. The RSI daily in the Standard & Poor's futures is oversold. We had Bitcoin also oversold in hourly, and we have a little bit of bounce now, specifically in the support line that we draw last week, 75. Fantastic. So let's check what the smart money is doing. Where not doing, where the smart money put which prices they choose. This is the order book Binance futures, the top 10 prices with most liquidity. We have a correction right now. Let's see. So we have 75. 75 seems that is gonna, no, not yet. 72, whoa, 72 with 200 Bitcoins. Let's see if we have more liquidity loading the markets. This was from yesterday prediction in the Spanish channel. Let's see. Let me check that we are in X, because this is in English, and I did like 3 hours before. There we go. Is this one? Okay, there are some one seems. Let's go. So exciting and dangerous, however you want to call it, painful for the ones that we hold crypto. And we have the 70s are on the table. The point is, like, we want to have a big sharp drop to the 70s and then a bounce, or it's going to keep it's going to be down to 70s. Right now, before the American markets open, right now the money is in the 70s, and there is not so much money. There is not so much money yet. Let's see if we can. So right now the order book of Binance futures is small. That means that is very extremely cheap for the whales to move the market. What that means, that they can bring the price to 70K with just $300 million. Let's see how it's going up, because I'm seeing that it's a little bit 330, start to come a little bit of liquidity. Now at any moment it's gonna get crazy, the order book. In fact, we're gonna check it here in the version 2. This is the website, traditional website of Trans and Money. I'm gonna let you here in YouTube. If you are in X, you can see it now here. And so we're gonna check the version 2, because we have here one thing that I like a lot, and is the trades in real time. And also we can not filter, but we can see by quantity. So 0.2 Bitcoins, we're gonna have a highlight. And but I want to see 0.2. I think we're gonna go today for 0.5. 0.5, I think, like 30 something thousand dollars. And we have some. Let me try with 1 Bitcoin. Yes, we have one there. More than 1 Bitcoin. So there is not big trades right now. We see some, and they are bullish. The ones that they are buying, they are bullish. Oh, sorry. The ones that they buy, the ones that they move 1 Bitcoin, they are green. That means they are buying, and now they are selling. Okay. Let's see, what do we have? Ooh, fucking. We have 68,500 with a lot of money, $525 million. 70K, 245, Bitcoins. And 69, 230, 72, 200. There's a lot of money around 70. A lot of money around 70 right now. And there is not money in the shorts. What that means is that everyone is expecting a drop. Not everyone. The whales are expecting the price of Bitcoin around 72, 70, that region. So another 8% down, that will be brutal, brutal. I'm quite shocked. Because I was thinking we're gonna have a bounce. What the hell? Now we have here the 86,500. This, okay, so be careful because now we have this big movement. We have plus 13% up or minus 10% down. So be careful because can be brutal, the openings of US. We can have like a big bounce to 86. We can have like a big drop to 70 and then bounce to 86. So that are the prices where the whales are placing their money, right? So what I would like to know now is the accumulated prices, meaning how much money it costs them to move the price up and down. I want to see for 350 millions how much they can move the price up and down. So let's load a little bit the order book and we're gonna check that. Let me know in the comments down below if the audio and sound is good. It's fascinating because in YouTube there is no one, but in X there are a lot of people. Thank you very much to follow in X and to give the heart or like in x.com. So yeah, the 70s, right? So we have the 70s. Oh wow, we have even there a 55 crazy one, but with low liquidity. But I don't want to see that. Okay, so we don't have any 350 yet, but seems that the 70, 72, this is clear, 772, and yes. So 72, 71, 500, 70,000, we have there some liquidity, 200 Bitcoins. So I would say the grid starts at 72, 500. So we can have that drop. That I think is the opportunity. Because if the price of Bitcoin drops so hard to 70 or 72, then it's a good opportunity, I think, because there is already a brutal drop, so at some point have to bounce, right? So I already start to buy. I'm long in Bitcoin and Solana in grid, as I explained in yesterday video in the Spanish channel, and waiting for that to have some bounce at some point in the 70s or in the 75. Let's see. We cannot predict that. Now we have a lot of liquidity, 78,500, and then we're gonna check Solana because also I have some positions there that I will show you now, and which is gonna be my strategy. So I think that now in these moments of a lot of pain for the holders, it depends where you buy, blah blah blah, but it's painful anyway. So we have to keep calm and see where we can have some good opportunities in the market. And I think the big drops are a good opportunity. And if tomorrow the traditional markets still falling down, that will be insane because we already have triggered the circuit breakers from traditional markets. That basically means that the price drop a lot very fast and then they stop trading. It depends how fast it's going down. It depends on the country. They stop for a specific amount of time or even a day, next day. And so I don't think it's going to do it again tomorrow. I don't think. And if it's trying to do tomorrow again, it's gonna jam the circuit breaker. Of course, in crypto markets, we cannot do that, or we don't have that because it's a free market. It's not controlled by a central entity. So yeah, we can have a big move, and that's a big opportunity. That's a big opportunity if there is a big fear, right? Seems to me that, let me know in the comments. Seems to me that all is about the tariffs, and I don't think it's so terrible because basically it's like reciprocal tariff. I think there is one comment. No, here. So I don't think it's so terrible. It's gonna be hard because some countries they don't want to go for the free markets. That this is basically the reasonable outcome, right? If there is a reciprocal tariffs, the most logical outcome is zero tax, zero tariff, right? Free market. I think that's the most logical scenario. Seems that Trump is going to keep pushing because, in my opinion, what he wants is that the money get scared and then move to the bonds of US, basically. And this is forcing, no, this is forcing, like there will be a lot of demand for the bonds. And then basically the interest will go down. And with that, they will force the Federal Reserve to cut rates. Already China, they say that their strategy is to cut rates to help with the tariffs from US. And then if US is also cutting the rates, that's going to be great for two reasons, because it's going to increase liquidity in the markets. And second, the US government can refinance again the debt of almost $37 trillion. So, okay, there is panic in the market. Crypto is exactly the same. So basically people is selling for some profits, or because they need the money, or because they think it's going to go down. But the crypto markets, I mean, the strong blockchains, they are same or better. We cannot have better news for crypto. Some countries, they are adopting crypto. There are new regulations that is in favor of crypto. We have the Security Exchange of US supporting the crypto now. So there is no reason to me to drop the markets in crypto markets. Okay, for traditionals, I can understand. But in crypto markets, okay, if people want to sell the good coins, I will take them. I will take them. And yeah, the dangerous part is in the futures, if you are leverage, because we need to control the risk with the stop loss, or if you do a grid. So my liquidation price I will show you now is 87 for Solana. So there is my risk there, but I have that grid that I hope is gonna support the price. So then we have now the region where the big money is now. So big money is waiting to buy at 70, right? Let's say, but there is a huge grid. You can see 74, 72, 72, 500, 73, 73, 38, and 69, 68, 500, 70, 71, 500. So there's a big grid in two regions, right? Like around the lows 75, then in the 70s, right? So still can be a 10% down from the order book. But if it's going to 10% down, it's a lot of money to buy Bitcoin. I think the most probable scenario is 75. That is the most probable scenario. But we can have a spike, a strong spike down to these low prices, right? You know what? I'm gonna go to x.com because I'm seeing that most people is in x.com, and I'm gonna follow you if you do any comment, because I think you can comment right in the live stream. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. And there we go. So now the point is for people that yesterday entered in long in 75, as me, for example. So the point is like now how we manage the profits, or where to exit or what to do, because now we don't know if we want to go for the 80s. In the order book, we don't have a lot of liquidity. that we have 82, for example, with $360 million. That normally is the nominal volume that the whales expend in 24 hours. So 82 for me will be like a reasonable scenario, 82, 81, 200, around that region, even 83. That's the region. And then we have yesterday also we had the 86 with a lot of volume. Let's see if we can see right now here. Oh, look this. This makes me very happy, but it's very low volume. We have $150,000. That in fact what we had now with this big crash is the reset of the RSI for weekly, daily, 4 hours, 1 hour in the RSI of the Bitcoin, right? So maybe this is what we need. I think psychologically we need the 70s, but when we hit the 70s, hopefully we can bounce there very hard. And let's see if we can bounce to the 100 again. So, okay, we have panic in the markets, we have a lot of pain, but this is when Warren Buffett say, when there is blood in the markets is when we have to buy, even if it's your own blood, right? So the point is 75 or 70, right? I'm already a little bit long, and with the spot I'm long also. So that's the situation right now. So we have right now or 70s for Bitcoin price. And now what we were discussing is like my strategy is gonna be when I'm in profits again for this 75 because I enter in grid, then I will go for probably, and let's see how I do that. Stop loss with warranty gains, right? We don't have a strong volume, so we have some news, no. But the RSI in 1 hour is like okay to bounce. 4 hours is okay to bounce. Daily is okay to bounce. Weekly is okay to bounce. Is more neutral. So we have already the crypto market ready. In monthly, still quite overbought. It's not even neutral yet. So I think the 70s will be ideal for the crypto markets to bounce there. But let's see now what the Americans, they decide. If they decide that the price is a good opportunity, or as we've seen in the order book, that basically the 70s is a good opportunity. So, okay, let's see. Right now, you know that my two favorite exchanges is Mexc and Bitunix. And right now, you have the links down below if you want to open an account. So now I'm 5% in profits, and this is the challenge, right? 5% in profits in Bitunix, in Solana, and in Bitcoin, still I'm not in profits because my entry price was 80 because I'm in grid, basically. Here, I don't like so much in Mexc because I don't know if we have the entry points. Let me see. Yes, we have the entry points in a different way, but it's okay. So I entered in 80 and didn't enter until the next liquidation price because I'm ready in case now the US markets open and then it's going to be a bigger drop. So I have average entries. So to avoid liquidation, basically the 72,555 for me is to avoid the liquidation that I have 72,126. In fact, I could go a little bit lower, but I'm okay with that one. Then take profits 85,555. That will be for Bitcoin. And for Solana right now, I'm 7% up. So the point here, if I'm doing break even now, because my entry point right now is 101 point, my average entry point is 101.53, right? So this is the challenge always we have when we enter in a bounce, right? Because we don't know if it's gonna correct again very strong, so we're gonna have a big bounce, or that this is the normal thing, we're gonna go to retest the 75, then we have the W, and then we can go to the 80s. But the problem here is like we take the risk that it's going to go down and lose the profits. In this case, it's nothing spectacular, but profits, always there are profits. But the problem is that if right now I put a stop loss with warranty gains, what is going to happen is like if it's going back, I'm going to take the profits, and then I lose my entry 101. But what I can do is again, so I can go to, and we're going to analyze also Solana for the people that are still alive, because I want to see their order book. So in fact, what I'm going to do right now for Mexc is to exit in 82 right now. I'm going to have the take profit at 82. 82 is going to be very small, but anyway, this is the resistance that we have now. In fact, I'm going to put 82,989. So this is very small because the position is small, but it's okay. So this is what I will do even with a big position. In Solana, I have exit at 122. That will be $1,300 profits, like 200%. And but I'm gonna start to push at some point the warranty gains. So here is the tricky part, right? Here is the tricky part. I would like to go to 10% profits and then put 5%. Like I would like to go to some support, but we don't have a strong support right now. This is the challenge. The other thing I can do, but I have the risk that this is always happening, of stop loss with new break even. But then all the risk that I took with the $600, I'm losing it, right? So because I can go to a stop loss, for example, $100, that will be lost. I have to do 102, 101.9 will be 3%, 0.84%. That will be like break even, right? 2.7. And how much I have in fees now? 1.6. Okay. So 100 is too early. It's too early. It's too early. It's too early. I have to, because this is always the challenge. Eh? We have a correction right now, so we're gonna retest some point. That is this one. This is the test again. This is Bitcoin. So let me check. This is for Solana. 100 to retest the 100. So probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do let me see the volume right now. This is Bitcoin, more or less is the same. More or less is the same, but we have resistance at 78. Is a big one? No, 82 Bitcoins is not a big one. And support is a little bit bigger, 76,620. Okay, so I can do, yeah, this is the thing, right? So I can do break even and then they take out my position, for example, but I protect my, still the 1 day is oversold, 8 hours is oversold, 4 hours is oversold, 1 hour is oversold. So I'm gonna take a little bit of risk and I'm gonna wait at least for 10%. But I take the risk that it can go down, and then my liquidation is 92, that I will enter in another position. So that's always the challenge, right? To make this decision. In this case, what do you do? when you can do a break even, and the market is intense at this moment, right? But I think the $100 is gonna be tested again with high probability. My average price is 101.53. So I think what I'm gonna do, because what they're gonna the American markets are gonna open and they're gonna bounce hardly, or they're gonna make a little bit of drop and then bounce. So that's the thing, right? This is the decision I have to do. Let me check. I'm gonna switch on the lights just a second, because we are between friends. Okay. Because I was in the sunset, and the sunset. Okay. There's a pity because it's so small, but it's gonna retest. It's gonna retest, I think. 101. So the thing is, like, how I'm gonna do my strategy, because I could like take maybe this in fact, maybe I can do I take profit very close to the price, like maybe 10%, and then wait to enter again in 100, maybe just 101.1. But then I lose the opportunity to enter again at that point, right? So there is not resistance now. We have the 86 again. Seems we have more trades. They are not so huge. And by the way, in Twitter, we don't have the whales indicator now, because basically just we blow up the amount of whales we can do, the amount of messages we can do in Twitter. There's so many whales that were buying and selling in the market that we cannot put any more messages. So, which is my decision? Break even or wait for retest the 100, right? Or maybe what I can do is just go a little bit higher, 103 or something. I mean, to take profits at 10% or something like that, and then re-enter at 101. This is the. I think now I'm too late. I think I'm too late now. So I have to wait for hopefully the bounce at 100. I think I'm too late now. Let's see. But we have this point of resistance. The 100 is here. So we are in this critical moment that is break even almost already. Let's see. Yeah, because for Solana, look, we broke the support quite hardly. That was this support that was super important, right? So now we have the reset of Solana, and this is going to be super important, because if we don't handle this one in Solana, then it's going to be very, very, very ugly, really ugly. But if we bounce here, we have the opportunity to bring the price to all-time high. So now is a crazy moment in the markets, super intense, with records of bad openings and close in traditional markets, in Thailand, in Hong Kong, in a lot of places. And so now I'm break even. Let's see if it's going down or not. That's the situation. That's the situation. Okay, so there we go. Let's see the order book of Solana, and then let's go. Let me give you a comment here in Twitter that I never did. Do you know how to make a comment in X? Okay, so let's go for Solana, because more or less Bitcoin is still the same. We have the points there, supports and resistance. And now let's go for Solana, and let's see if we have a big volume at some point. Let's see. We have the bounce here at 90, which was the low for futures. We had, let me check. You know, I think we have to exit this one. Let's see. So we almost touched the worst scenario in Solana. We went almost 87 million down, and the low was 95.19. It still seems that we have 95 on the table. Let's see look, the big volume now is 105. There is a big resistance at 105. So that means for me, it's not a good sign. A lot of shorts are gonna enter in 105. Can happen like yesterday. That, do you remember we were saying that we have a lot of shorts in 115,000, 115, and we bounce a little bit higher, 115, but then we crash. So today, what I'm gonna do is, even if it's not a lot of profits, I'm gonna change my take profit position, and I'm gonna go 104.95, and that will be 33% gains. I'm gonna keep it like this. So if we have a big bounce up, I'm gonna take the profits, because here there are a lot of shorts at 105, a lot, 58,000, and then we have a big drop and 90, 95, 87, but it's not a lot of volume. So, okay, 88 also. 88 is 44 Solanas, 44,000. Wow, that's a lot. Let me put here. Okay, 88, 90. Wow, 85. 85 is the entry point. 85 is crazy, the amount of Solanas. 100,000 Solanas, almost $10 million. That's pretty huge. 85 is here. So 85 is brutal. It's a possibility, but it's brutal. So let's see how the markets open it, because this I don't like. It's 70 million, so it's in the budget of the whales. So 85, 88, 86, 90, 95. So wow, a lot of below 100. So that looks good, huh? Doesn't looks good. So let's see how is this position. I'm a little bit high again. Ooh, this is interesting because the order book of Solana is not good. Not good means is how crazy will be that drops even more. I'm quite shocked right now. I'm quite shocked. But now it's very risky to enter in short, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below if you think it's super dangerous to enter in short. But the thing is, like, if the the markets in US crash even more, then this is a historical moment. It's a historical moment. Can happen, it can happen. So my point is like, we can have a bounce because now we are in the hands of the powerful people, the central power. Any news about the tariff, that the China agree with tariff or like free markets or whatever, is gonna blow up the markets. But if not, then can be. This is good. The rumor: the Fed is considering an emergency rate cut triggered by the stock market meltdown under Trump. If it's true, stocks, bitcoins, and crypto will explode. This is the thing. If this Thursday, or any day, the Federal Reserve is saying that they evaluate to cut rates, that's it. It's one explosion. So this is the game. This is the game. It's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of risk. So the strategies have to be very flexible, I would say, to handle big move in the market, right? But right now, the big money is like Solana can dip even more. What do you think? It's so crazy. Let me check the YouTube also. So wow. Intense. So I think I'm gonna stop here the video, but maybe in the opening of the markets, I'm gonna make another one. Because you see, today we can see that I start like 3 hours before. Now we are almost 3 hours for US opening markets. The futures are making almost a W that could take this gap. That will be quite amazing, right? So this is the situation. If I don't have any comment in x.com, I think we're gonna finish here. I wish you very good luck because this is gonna be intense in the markets. I wish you good luck in the markets, health, love, and wealth, and see you in the next video. And thank you very much for all the likes and subscribers.